I got realness, I just kill shit cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I just win again, then win again like...
Yo, what up guys, it's your boy SonTj, man. How's it going, everybody? I'm sorry that a lot of stuff that I was trying to do didn't work out, like with the live streaming stuff. Internet was sucking a lot, but I finally got to see Spider-Man Homecoming a day early, even though everyone with Connect's already seen this movie. Man, I gotta say, I really love this film. I grew up on the Sam Raimi trilogy, then I later on saw the Amazing Spider-Man series, and now to come to this point, I have to say this is probably my favorite Spider-Man movie. And I'm probably stuck in the moment because I only seen this movie once, and I did the first impressions on my Twitter and Instagram if y'all want to check that out. But let's discuss this film, and this is going to be no spoilers, by the way. I'm going to try to keep it very vague with what my opinions are, and try to compare it to the other Spider-Man movies and what this movie accomplishes. And it really doesn't have that many failures that much. So, to pretty much compare it to the original trilogy with the Sam Raimi movies did a great job of Peter Parker as a character and showing his difficulties being Spider-Man, but it did a bad job depicting Spider-Man as he is in the comic books, because he's just a silent nigga that whoops ass. That's pretty much what he did throughout those films. Peter Parker was great, but Spider-Man wasn't really the Spider-Man that was in the comic books. The Amazing Spider-Man series did a great job of bringing the web shooters and having Spider-Man be his comic book self, but they did do a great job going really in-depth with Peter Parker as a character. They tried it, but they end up failing because they put in too many villains. With this movie, it does a great job of balancing out Spider-Man as a character and Peter Parker as a character, and it just does a great job. It just shows you the building blocks of Spider-Man and what he's going to become, because in the other movies, they made Spider-Man seem like pretty much like as soon as he got his powers, he was Spider-Man. Like, there was no more levels he had to go through, no more steps. With this movie, it really is a true origin story of how Spider-Man comes to be. You just see the progression of where he's going to have to be. Like, he's eventually going to become the Spider-Man we know him in the other films. And this movie does a really great job of that, and just showing the high school life of Peter Parker. And they handle it in a way that just wasn't corny. Like, it's very relatable. I was a little bit worried about his friend that you see in the trailers. I forgot his name. It's like, I forgot really, like, cause I've only seen this movie once, but they did a great job with him. At first, I was a little bit worried because he was getting really fucking annoying, but he later on you start to understand where he's coming from and stuff. And they did a great job with the new Aunt May. It's a really great twist seeing not an old crippled Aunt May, you know, about to die on deathbed. It's cool seeing a young Aunt May and seeing the bonding between her and Peter Parker. I don't really want to spoil anything, but Zendaya's character, they did a great job with her. She's very low key, but she does have an important role. Peter Parker's love interest and stuff, they did a great job of not making that stuff very corny. Also, the issue with the MCU about the villains, I think this is one of my favorite MCU villains. They did a great job with him. He's up there with Loki, with the Ego, the Living Planet from the I'm literally doing this on the spot, guys. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He's one of the most developed villains in this in the MCU, and he's very understandable, and he's probably going to come back. Like, there's no spoilers here but I'm just saying, like, they did a great job with his character, and he's one of the best villains from the MCU so far. The bonding between Peter Parker and Tony Stark is really great. A lot of people saying that Peter Parker, he pretty much that kid that Tony Stark saved from Iron Man 2, you know, when the kid had the Iron Man mask and he shoot the blast. That scene wasn't in the movie, so a lot of YouTubers, you know, showing that. Just don't expect it in this film. So in conclusion, they did a great job with the high school life of Peter Parker. The friends, like, just pretty much the building blocks of where Peter Parker is coming from is really well established, and you can see kind of where they're going to go with Peter Parker, and I really enjoy it. And eventually we're going to get that, you know, epic swinging through the city with these amazing tactics and stuff. But right now we're just getting, you know, Peter Parker, who's a neighborhood hero, and they do a good job with it. I really love the film. From what I've seen, and I've only seen this movie once, so my rating might change range. But I'll give this film either a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 because I got to see this film again to see more of the negatives towards it, because I really couldn't find any. And maybe it's a bias because Spider-Man is my favorite comic book hero, but I really enjoyed this film, and I think you really need to check it out. I spent too much damn I spent too much damn money on this film because I saw it like on IMAX premiere or whatever, but you definitely need to go check it out, man. I really loved it. And yeah, man, tell me what you think about this movie when you eventually see it. What is your favorite Spider-Man movie? I know a lot of people shit on the Amazing Spider-Man movie series and always give the Sam Raimi movie trilogies all the praise. I loved all the movies, to be honest with you, even Spider-Man 3, even though that's my least favorite, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. More versus matchups like Fan Fiction Clash, the top strongest video, and Crash Bandicoot live stream should be coming out probably tomorrow if I'm feeling that good. I've been working out too much. So yeah, guys, if you like the video, man, like the video, share it with your friends. SonTj, peace. Love you all.